Lovers, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll study a deadly attack made by White in Caro Kann defense. It's called Vanderbilt attack or Nanshiro attack. We'll just first see the moves and then we'll see a game played in that. So e4 c6 is Caro Kann, d4 d5 is next. Now whatever white plays, black will always play d5. Now white plays e5, which is advanced version of Caro Kann, and if he captures this, then it is an exchange version. So advanced version is played. Bishop to f5 is very common move. Then knight to c3. Now knight to c3 restricts the movement of the bishop to e4. And now black closes the pawn structure so that the bishop is out of the pawn chain, and very good formation in fact for the black. Very good pawn structure. But here black has lost. So now white here plays g4. This is Vanderbilt attack. Disturbing his castle and threatening the bishop. Now bishop cannot go to this e4 because of this knight. He will capture it. So obviously we'll see the game now. Now this is the game. The names of the players are missing. So e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, bishop to f5, knight to c3, e6 and g4. Now black takes bishop to g6, then knight to e2, knight e7. He just taken out the knight and supported the bishop. Many times it becomes difficult in Caro Kann for the black to castle also. So knight to f4 threatening the bishop, that is why he took the knight here. So he plays h5. This is h5 is a good move in fact. But white captures the bishop. Knight cross g6, which is an excellent move in fact. Now how will he take? He will take by knight or by pawn. So mostly it is taken by the knight. Then white plays g cross h5. Now this g cross h5 move is actually opening this h file. For black the h file is open, semi-open we can say. But anyway, plays knight to h4 because he wants to now bring the knight here to f5. Otherwise it looks odd. So it takes queen to g4, threatening the knight. Knight goes to f5, but knight goes to h5 is actually not a good move. Anyway, takes the bishop to d3 and threatens his knight. So knight goes to h6. The knight goes to h6 also is a not good move. Instead, should played c5 shown here with this white arrow. c5 threatening this pawn on the d4. d4 pawn is hanging. Let's just see what is hanging. Even knight can take that d4 pawn. So okay, so it takes the knight to h6 and threatens the queen. That is in fact a very though bad move, but it's in fact very obvious move. It is straight threatening the queen. So bishop cross h6, and he captures with the rook cross h6. So now he cannot castle at the black cannot short castle at the left side. And even white in fact intends to castle on the left side, long castle. So f4 Now plays queen to b6 and he threatens this pawn here. But actually that is not considered a good move because all the battle is going on the left side of the black. So he should have put the pawn forward here, this pawn. And then take the queen here. But he played, queen to b6. Supposing he plays f5, then what will happen? Let's see. Black plays f5. Then f4, white plays. White plays e plus f6 because it is a en passant. This pawn has come from here. So in between the white pawn can capture. So white pawn captures it at here f6. And then queen cross f6. Would have been the moves. So we move further from here now. Now black played queen to b6 and now white long castles. So now black plays queen cross d4. That is again a wrong move. In fact, it is allowing a discovery attack on the queen. See, it captures this. Now if white takes off the bishop, then it is a discovery attack. Because the rook is there. So in fact he does that. White plays, removes the bishop, plays bishop to g6 and he has to move the queen. So he moves the queen to e3 and check. King goes to b1. Now black plays king to e7. He doesn't want to be under the pressure of this bishop. So rook to he plays rook to e1 and again threatens the queen. Now queen goes to back to b6. Now queen could have taken this pawn also, or queen could have gone here to f2, white arrow, and taken the pawn. Now could have planned to attack that. Now white plays f5. White plays f5. So black plays f cross g6. So bishop is giving bishop in fact. But see now h cross g6 and black plays knight to e6. He wants to relieve this rook, he wants to free this rook on a8. So he plays the knight here. But that is not considered a good move. Good move would have been taken this pawn with the rook. So he takes the knight there. F cross e6. F cross e6 is also for black. He should have taken for white. He should have taken rook to f1 here. Should have played this rook to f1. But he takes this. So that is again bad move by the white. Otherwise black is making all good moves. Now king goes to e8. King goes to e8 also is wrong move. He should have moved the king to d8. Because on e8 again it is attack. So it takes queen to f5 and now this queen can attack from f7. Okay, queen goes to f7 and black will finish. Now to prevent this attack, he has to move the queen to c7. c7. Now see, very brilliant move made by the white here. He makes rook cross d5 pawn. Okay. Now if he captures the pawn, because white has thoroughly thought about it, and if he captures the pawn, then black will be in difficulty. We'll see that in fact he captured the pawn in the game, but alternative moves for black was rook to h5, queen cross h5, then c cross d5, knight cross d5, and queen to a5, again threatening the knight. So this would have been a good move. So he first protects his knight with the queen cannot move to the in a seventh rank. Cannot go to c7, d7, e7, f7, and queen has to go to c6. Now white first supports this knight, and then he is just playing now. The movements are very foolish now because checkmate is coming. So the movements are very. It's done some funny movements. Queen cross c2, king cross c2, rook cross h2, king to b1, rook cross b2 check, king cross b2, bishop to a3 check, king to a3, knight to c5 check, no, not check, knight to c5, then finish. Now you cannot do anything further. Now queen goes to f7 and gives a check, king has to move to d8, and queen goes to g8, and this is checkmate. So this way is done checkmate. So thank you for watching. If you want some PDF files on chess, you can click on the link given below. Thank you once again.